What's up, guys? I got another Onexplayer video for you, and again, this is going to be the Gundam Edition 6800U, the Onexplayer Mini Pro. Okay, and I just wanted to show you guys what Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 plays like. For people that don't have it, the people that do have it should know already. If you don't, because then this is probably going to be a somewhat educational video for you. It plays well. If I remember correctly, but I'm not 100% sure on this is why I'm going to go through the settings with you, but if I remember correctly, the default settings that it automatically picks up when you load this game the first time on this device should work beautifully without you having to mess with anything. But I'm going to go through the settings anyway because I don't remember if I messed with something additional from whatever the default settings were when I first started this up. So I'm going to go through the settings with you guys anyway and show you guys what my settings are. Now, granted, I haven't played on this in a long time, Call of Duty specifically, but okay. So I want to show you guys what my settings are. I'm moving this a little closer. Hopefully you guys can be able to read it. This video should be in 4K by the time it comes up. So we got full screen exclusive. We're running on the AMD, graphics. I have the screen refresh rate set to auto. 1920 by 1200 is the full resolution. And we have dynamic resolution on. This was default. So we open this up. Dynamic resolution drops it down to 60%. When I started messing, I remember I started messing with shit and it stopped working correctly. So it started getting jittering and all kind of madness. So just try to keep it the way the default is, I believe. But you know what's happening is there's a lot of updates and I don't know if that's going to change anything. But basically it's a lot of low settings. Turns VSync off. You're going to get screen tearing. I had to open this up in the AMD, Adrenaline, and change the setting to make sure that it automatically VSyncs it, because I was getting screen tearing. That was a while ago. I don't know if it's back to reset or what, but you can do game specific settings in Adrenaline. So what I would recommend doing is in Adrenaline, try to force VSync. Don't do it through the game. When you do it through the game, you get input lag, and if you do it through Adrenaline, I noticed that there's no input lag. Well, it doesn't feel like it anyway, and there's no screen tearing. I can deal with the screen tearing, but it could be a problem. It could be very annoying. Okay, so the frame rate is for some reason custom at 275. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm wondering if it's sharing settings with my my main rig and this one. I don't remember having that at 275 for some unknown reason in the XMB, the main menu, but whatever. We're gonna try it after the settings are seen here. Yeah, that might okay. So when we go to quality, hopefully this is sharp enough. Sorry guys if it's not. I gotta keep touching the screen in order to get it to focus. When we go to quality here, quality setting is on custom, AMD FSR 1.0. Okay, when you go here, it's on performance. Leave it that way. I was messing with this stuff again, and I started getting issues, hiccuping, and all kinds of madness. So anti-aliasing, so it can look really good. We have it on filmic, low quality. Video memory scale 85, I believe that was default. Everything's low and short and very low. You can just copy my settings here. Off, low, minimum. We have on demand texture streaming off, very important, because I had it on and I started getting lag. Streaming quality, everything else on low. I've turned this up and it didn't seem to impact in performance in terms of the game, but then I kept crashing every time, and I was in the middle of a couple of games, all of a sudden it would crash. So I just leave all this stuff on low. It even does that on my main PC, so I have to actually turn all these things on low too on my main PC, which don't make any sense. The game just likes crashing. Okay, everything low, 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 low. Everything lowest you can possibly go. How low can you go? Weapon blur I have on. That's kind of unnecessary, but I just like the way it looks. You can turn that off if you want. Go to view. Field of view I have at 100. I think most default, I think it's 60 or something like that, or 80. I have it on 100 personally. You don't have to do this. I don't think you don't really need to mess with view. Third person, I have it all the way up because I like to see around the character. That's the point of third person, not being all up on the guy's back or the woman's back or whoever, whatever have you. All right, there you go. So that's pretty simple. Let's get into a game and see how it runs because I don't remember. Let's go into Shoe House and yeah. So it should be relatively HD. It looks like, you know, and you should be around 60 to 100 FPS if I remember correctly. But there has been a lot of updates since this game came out, and I'm talking about like launch day settings, or I should say not even launch day, probably a couple of days after, I think, when I got this device. But for the most part, you should be all good to go if you have those settings. It'll look sharp in HD, and you should be able to run a game and be able to kill things. I'm going to try to move this back a little bit so you guys can see, because it's really hard to play upright like this. I like to play, when I play any game, I like to play leaned over like this. And I don't want to give you guys a bad angle because I have a straight facing camera. Alright, let's use my favorite class, Terminal Velocity in the Cron. Okay. And we're going to see if we can get some kills. A couple of kills. Alright. Now one thing you're going to notice with this analog stick is it's going to be a little bit hard to do tactical sprint. And because... Okay. Okay. Sorry if the aim is a little upward, guys. It's really hard to play like this, especially when I got shooting on R and L1. And it's bad enough to see it as well, because I'm far away from the camera. But as you can see, it's playing really well. You can really enjoy it with this. I know I can. On the couch or something. I don't know about on here, because as you can see, I'm leaning forward. I'm sorry, guys. It's really hard to... Let me move this closer. It's really hard to keep this straight while I'm playing, because it makes my hands cramped up. Well, hopefully you guys got a good view of it. Oh, man. Oh, damn. I don't think I'm doing it with this class. This class I'm good with on my PC on the PS4 5 controller, but it's a little weird without a scope. I'm using iron sight on this for some reason.
The enemy controls 2 objectives. Push the offensive.
Oh, that's a headshot. Ooh. Oh. Oh man, this guy blended into the graphics. He's a graphics blender. Now I haven't tried Warzone, guys. Warzone could have different performance. I don't know. I don't play Warzone, but I'm planning to get into it. I wouldn't know what I'm doing if I did play it. Objectives games, I know what I'm doing, at least, you know. We got him shooting at random. Where'd he go? Oh, I hesitate. I looked down at the camera. I looked down at the camera and I looked back up and someone was in my sights. Oh, so I gotta get used to these analog sticks. They're much smaller than the PS4 5 controller. And yes, I am making excuses, guys. Alright, let me go back to my favorite class. This is not working out. Oh man. I think with these sticks I need a little bit higher sensitivity, turning sensitivity. Yeah, but the sticks are accurate to like the way I turn. It's just the acceleration is a little. I'm gonna take getting used to. It's definitely the best stick so far that I've used. I mean, in terms of aiming. Whoa. I see I'm gonna have to take my time if I'm gonna get any kills, I gotta take more time. My problem is I'm having issues seeing because I'm so far away from the actual screen, and this is a small screen. Let me see if I can get some more kills. No. Come on, I threw a proximity grenade there. You didn't die? Can we talk about this? Hey, and believe it or not, I'm not in last place. Believe it or not. That's because I'm doing a mission. Some people don't do missions. Right, I'm starting to get used to it. The only thing I'm not used to is the running. The running is weird. And the sensitivity. The double tapping is very difficult to do on this little tiny sticks. I definitely need a faster aim down. Not aim down sight, like faster turn speed. That's what I need. So I could turn in the air. You're shooting friendlies! I've been flashed. I've been flashed and I don't appreciate it. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. How dare they? What do I have as secondary? Flash grenade? Yeah, that's not going to save me from the shield bastard. Yeah, see, the sensitivity is too low. Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is, like, if I start messing with the settings here, is it going to mess with my controller settings on my main rig? That's the only reason why I haven't messed with the sensitivity yet. Because I like the sensitivity the way it is on my main rig, just not on this. It needs to be a little bit more sensitive one. What the? Yeah, I should have turned a little faster than that. But whatever.
Engaging enemy zone in the area. Securing objective Bravo. Enemy UAV overhead.
So guys, don't expect to play as good as you play on unless you're gonna use a PS5 controller or something like that. You're not gonna play as good with these tiny sticks, but you'll be able to play. You can get used to it if you only played this. If you only played it on this device. But as you guys can see with the FPS, it goes really high up there. I just don't want to put VSync on because it makes input delay, which is not good. Got him. I actually didn't know he was there. I played a guessing game. Oh, almost got a kill streak though. Almost. Alright, we're definitely losing this game. Going after B. Yeah, I can't sprint when I want to, unfortunately. Oh man. Yeah, another thing about this analog stick, it's hard to tactical sprint and slide cancel. I mean, and sprint cancel. You know what I mean? So it's if you're used to doing that, you're not gonna have a good time. Oh. I would have turned this off a long time ago because the test is done, but I want to finish the game since I've already started it. Oh, man. At least I'm not finishing in last place. But yeah, tactical sprint with these analog sticks will eventually hurt your fingers. I mean, if you have fingers like mine anyway. Alright, let's change class. I want to run around with akimbo pistols too. I got machine pistols. How they live? Alright, okay. Good games, good games. GG's, everybody. GG's. Oh, it was the last death. Ah, he ran out of bullets. He would have been dead. It's a shame. Well, I wasn't in last place, guys. I'm right there. Anyway, anybody that plays like these kind of modes, feel free to add me up. I love playing it, but I don't really play it on the Onexplayer, to be honest. I just kept it on here for this proof of concept kind of video. But as you guys can see, you can really enjoy it, and it'll play just fine. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and wasting 16 minutes of your time. Since you've already made it this far, why don't you hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.